Hi everybody and welcome back. In this lesson here, we are going to be looking at cleaning and smoothing the skin while keeping detail. So first, what you want to do is select all and copy merged. That's Control A for select all and Control Shift C for copying. Or you could of course go into select all and copy merged and paste it to your new layer. And we're going to be calling this high pass and paste another one and call this blur. I'm going to move blur down below high pass and hide the high pass layer for a second here. Now on the blur layer, you want to go into noise and median. Filter noise median. And you want to find a good value to work with here. In this case, probably something around 50 is pretty good. And click OK and let it apply. Median is a bit a heavy filter, so it can take a little bit of time sometimes. Apply a mask to it and take a large soft brush. Now, if you have a tablet, make sure to turn on transfer. If you don't, you can turn down the opacity and do several go over the layer several times. And what you want to do is first off paint over in the mask anywhere with hair. You don't want this to apply to the hair. That's sort of the big one. Next, with a bit smaller brush, go over anywhere there's an edge. And start working on, the details here where the hair is, and again also the edge of the face where the hair meets. Again, anywhere there is an edge. Basically, anywhere where there is important small detail that you want to keep, you want to go over with a soft brush. Course, go over the lips, and as we go into smaller and smaller details, we are also going to be working with smaller and smaller brush sizes naturally. The sides of her nose, and up here around the eyes and the eyelashes, and near the makeup where we have some important textures. Like that. You can always do a quick check to see if there's any little areas where you needed to apply the mask but haven't. But that looks pretty good. And then pull the saturation down to maybe around, in this case we are going to for a very sort of retouched, in a way, retouched look, strong aesthetic look. So I'm going to keep this fairly high, up at around 70. Now go to your high pass filter, because if we zoom in here, we can see, in fact we can probably bump this up to 75. We can see that, the skin is really clean, but it also looks really plasticky, and there's almost no texture detail whatsoever. So you want to go on your high pass layer, turn that back on, and go into filter other high pass, and select an area with the skin. And for this, we're going to work with a value of, I think, 1.5 is good. It is usually between 1.5 and 2.5 in my experience. 2.5 might be a little strong. Let's go with just 2. And click OK. And then just copy the layer mask of the blur layer. You can do that by holding down Control and clicking on the mask. And up on the high pass layer, apply that. And then put that to linear light, and now you can see, bam, we got all the texture back. And that is why we also were really anal about cleaning the skin, because that is going to come back on this layer here. You don't want it set to full. You want to usually put it down to maybe around 50, just so you can actually see the detail. We can toggle it on and off here, and you can see there is quite a difference. Now you might not see it when you're all the way zoomed out like this, but especially if you're doing high quality printing, it is something that will be noticeable. And that is the main way that you want to do this. Now we are going to be applying several high pass filters to different areas later throughout this tutorial, but for now this is all it needs to cover. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson. Bye.